What's up, everyone? I'm Dayon Dunlap, your host for this week's episode of Cougar Central, brought to you by Bud Light. This week marked the last homecoming game for a few players. No better way to go out than a lopsided victory, 52-27 over ECU, led by the newly crowned De'Aaron King. In his first career start at quarterback, De'Aaron King was very accurate and efficient, finishing 15-21 with 330 yards through the air, throwing 3 touchdowns and rushing for 1. Senior receivers Linnell Bonner and Stephen Dunbar both starred in the win, finishing with over 100 receiving yards and a touchdown. Both players became the 12th and 13th players in school history to eclipse the 2,000 receiving yard mark. Senior linebacker Austin Robertson led the defense with a career-high 12 tackles. Terrell Williams and Brandon McDowell both had interceptions, McDowell taking his 74 yards for a pick 6. The Cougars will have a much-needed bye week before they take on their next opponent, Tulane. The men's basketball team defeated Angelo State 97-80 in an exhibition game, led by 2 newcomers, Nira Zana and Chris Harris, both finishing with 13 points. 5 players ended the game in double-figure scoring. The Cougars also out-rebounded the Rams 50-26, 19 coming as offensive rebounds. Up next, the Cougs will host McNeese State in their regular season opener at 7 p.m. at the H&PE Arena. In tennis, the Houston women's team won the doubles title at the River Oaks Country Club Collegiate Invitation with wins over North Texas. The Lady Cougs swept the doubles competition and took second in singles after defeating Texas on Sunday. Next, Houston will open up their spring season. The schedule will be released at a later date. Houston also had a successful weekend in the water as well. The swimming and diving team remained unbeaten in dual play after defeating North Colorado Saturday afternoon in a 186-108 decision. Head coach Ryan Wackermerker had this to say, and I quote, "We raced hard again today. While some of our times were a little off mark, our effort and enthusiasm was great. I'm very excited to turn our focus to Phil Hansen Invitational and race in Houston again in 2 weeks. This will give us a great understanding of where we are and adjustments we need to make heading into the new year." Both men's and women's golf teams finished 5th in their respective competitions. On the women's side, junior Leonie Harm enjoyed her 3rd straight day of par or better to finish in the top 3 at the Battle of the Beach with a score of 5 under 208. Next, the ladies will start their spring season at the All-State Sugar Bowl Intercollegiate Championship on February 18th through the 20th in New Orleans, Louisiana. As a team, the men's golf team shot a score of even par 284 in the final round and under 842, led by George Gardner, who posted a round in the 60s to earn a season-best 9th place finish. Next, the men will enjoy a break before opening their spring season, in which they will be hosting their own All-American Intercollegiate February 16th through the 18th at the Golf Club of Houston in Humble, Texas. It was a tough weekend for the women's volleyball team, losing both matches to SMU and Tulsa. Against SMU, it took 5 sets for the Mustangs to take the victory. Megan Duncan recorded a career-high 25 kills to go along with 12 digs. Abby Irvin led the way against Tulsa, recording her team-leading 9th double-double with 29 assists and 16 digs. The ladies will continue conference play against USF on November 10th and UCF on November 12th. That's all, folks, for this week's episode of Cougar Central. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Facebook at UH Athletics. And as always, go Cougs.